The world is a complex web, intricately connected by countless threads of information and influence. Within that vast dynamic web lies a sophisticated system known as 3I Atlas. It operates largely behind the scenes, yet its function is critical to global stability. But what if this foundational system, designed to safeguard our financial future, were to falter? What's the absolute worst that could happen if 3I Atlas failed? We are not merely discussing a minor technical glitch or a temporary market dip. We are talking about the potential for a global crisis, an event that could reshape economies and societies as we know them. The stakes are incredibly high, touching every aspect of our interconnected lives. Prepare yourself for a deep dive into the vulnerabilities of our financial world. This is 3I Atlas, the worst-case scenario. At its core, 3I Atlas is a sophisticated, interconnected system. Its name, an acronym for Integrated Intelligence, Information, and Infrastructure, hints at its comprehensive nature. It represents a pinnacle of modern financial technology. This system is meticulously designed to analyze and predict financial risks on a global scale. It processes an immense volume of data, far beyond human capacity, to identify patterns and anomalies that could signal impending trouble. Think of 3I Atlas as the world's most advanced early warning system for financial markets. It constantly monitors the pulse of the global economy, from stock exchanges to commodity prices, from currency fluctuations to sovereign debt levels. Its vigilance is unceasing. It employs complex algorithms, leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning to identify potential threats. These threats range from localized market volatility to the early indicators of a widespread economic downturn. Its predictive power is intended to provide decision-makers with crucial lead time. The system's methodology involves cross-referencing vast datasets, identifying correlations, and simulating potential outcomes. This allows it to project the ripple effects of various economic events, offering insights into systemic vulnerabilities. It is a testament to human ingenuity in managing complexity. One of the most terrifying worst-case scenarios for 3I Atlas involves a complete systemic failure. This isn't just a software bug. It's a collapse of the very architecture that underpins its operations. Such an event could originate from multiple points. Imagine a major financial institution, one deeply integrated into the global network, suddenly collapsing. This could be due to massive fraud, an unforeseen market shock, or a catastrophic operational failure. The immediate impact would be immense. Because of the profound interconnectedness of the global financial system, this single collapse would not remain isolated. It would trigger a devastating domino effect, spreading rapidly across borders and markets. The intricate web of dependencies would unravel. Banks, heavily exposed to the failing institution, would face immediate liquidity crises. Confidence would evaporate, leading to widespread bank runs as depositors rushed to withdraw their funds. Credit markets would seize up entirely. Without credit, businesses would be unable to operate, pay employees, or invest. Economic activity would grind to a halt, leading to mass layoffs and widespread bankruptcies. The engine of commerce would simply stop turning. The 2008 financial crisis serves as a stark and painful reminder of how quickly things can unravel when systemic risks materialize. That event, though not a failure of 3I Atlas itself, demonstrated the fragility of interconnected financial systems. It showed how a crisis originating in one sector can cascade globally, impacting millions of lives. Another terrifying possibility, perhaps even more insidious, is a coordinated cyber attack targeting 3I Atlas. In our increasingly digital world, critical infrastructure is constantly under threat from malicious actors. This system, being central to global finance, would be a prime target. Imagine highly sophisticated hackers, perhaps state-sponsored or a rogue group, gaining unauthorized access to the core of 3I Atlas. They wouldn't necessarily aim to destroy it, but rather to subtly corrupt its functions. Their goal would be to sow chaos. Once inside, these attackers could begin manipulating the vast streams of data that 3I Atlas processes. They could inject false information, alter historical records, or create misleading indicators. This would generate false signals, leading to erroneous risk assessments. This manipulation could lead to mass panic across financial markets. Investors relying on the compromised data might make catastrophic decisions, triggering rapid sell-offs or irrational buying sprees. The result would be market crashes and extreme volatility. The consequences would extend far beyond mere market fluctuations. Widespread financial chaos would ensue, as trust in the system erodes completely. Trading would become impossible, and the integrity of financial transactions would be questioned globally. Recent attacks on financial institutions, though often contained, demonstrate our inherent vulnerability to cyber threats. These incidents highlight the constant need for robust cybersecurity measures and the potential for devastating consequences if such defenses are breached on a grand scale. The digital frontier is a battleground for economic stability. The world is inherently full of unpredictable events, often referred to as black swan events. These are rare, high-impact occurrences that lie outside the realm of normal expectations. They are difficult, if not impossible, to foresee. Consider the profound and sudden impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. This global health crisis crippled economies worldwide, disrupted supply chains, and led to unprecedented job losses. It was an event that few, if any, predictive models fully anticipated. While 3i Atlas is designed to predict and mitigate known financial risks, it has inherent limitations. It operates based on historical data and established patterns. It cannot predict the truly unpredictable, the events that fundamentally alter the landscape. A major global event, such as a catastrophic natural disaster, a widespread pandemic, or an unprecedented geopolitical conflict, could overwhelm the system. The sheer scale and novelty of such a crisis would render its predictive models ineffective. Its algorithms would struggle to find relevant historical precedents. This overwhelming of the system would lead to widespread economic devastation. Without reliable data or accurate risk assessments, governments and financial institutions would be flying blind. Recovery efforts would be hampered by a lack of clear direction and understanding of the true economic damage. The global economy would face an existential threat. The good news is that the architects and operators of 3i Atlas are acutely aware of these worst-case scenarios. Efforts are constantly being made to improve the system's resilience, enhance its security, and expand its predictive capabilities. This is an ongoing, dynamic process. These mitigation efforts include continuous upgrades to cybersecurity protocols, the development of more robust and adaptive algorithms, and the implementation of redundant systems. International collaboration among financial regulators and technology experts is also crucial. They work tirelessly to anticipate new threats. However, the system is only as good as the data it receives and the people who manage it. Human oversight, ethical considerations, and a deep understanding of its limitations are paramount. Technology alone cannot solve all problems. The future of global finance depends on a constant state of vigilance, proactive collaboration among nations and institutions, and an unwavering awareness of these worst-case scenarios. We must continuously learn, adapt, and innovate to protect our shared economic future. It is a collective responsibility. 3i Atlas is an incredibly powerful tool, a testament to our ability to manage complexity. Yet, as we have explored, it is not infallible. Understanding these worst-case scenarios is not about fear-mongering. It is the essential first step in actively preventing them. By acknowledging the potential for systemic failure, cyber attack, or the impact of unforeseen events, we can better prepare. We can build more resilient systems, foster greater international cooperation, and develop more adaptive strategies. Our collective future depends on this foresight. Stay informed about the evolving landscape of global finance and technology. Stay vigilant against emerging threats and advocate for robust safeguards. The stability and prosperity of the global economy depend on our collective awareness and proactive engagement.